Are you frustrated with your real estate website and have no clue why you're not getting any leads that are coming on it? Well, I can about guarantee you it's because of your content pages. Well, I'm Dustin over here at Mantle Realty, and I've created thousands upon thousands of hyperlocal content pages, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I've done it. First off, whenever I think about actually capturing a lead, I think about a spider, because a spider has a web that it just catches everything in. And that's the way that I created all my content pages. So I made a little bit of a graph right here that you can see about how it actually works for us. So in the very center of it, you're going to have your main page where everybody lands for the most part if you know them and everything else. But then on the outside, we want to start spreading out to the cities that are in our area. So for me, I have about 90 different cities that I cover in our area that I've made landing pages for. And right there, I've got everything that are the amenities that are going on in the area, about things to do, subdivisions in the area, and school districts. So if you notice, I mentioned subdivisions and school districts. Well, sometimes people are going to search for homes in certain school districts or certain neighborhoods. You and I both know that there's a lot of people that say, I only want to live in that one neighborhood. I only want to live in the country club. Well, I've made landing pages for this. Why? Because if somebody types in homes for sale in Winston-Salem Country Club, I've got them covered. They're going to come to my page because it's considered a long chain SEO is what that search is. Short would be Winston-Salem Homes or Winston-Salem Real Estate. Those are really hard to actually rank really high for. And actually, the better your hyperlocal pages are, the more strength you're going to have for those short chain SEO words too. So how do I build these out? Well, first of all, inside of that spider web, you need to make sure that your URL structure is good. Because, for example, country club. What about Greensboro Country Club or Kernersville Country Club, things like that. So I have to make sure that the titles of my pages make sense. I don't want to just do Country Club NC and that's it. That's not very specific enough. So mine would be something like Lexington NC Country Club Homes for Sale. So you might wonder, how am I getting all this content without a lot of struggle? Well, I use AI just like everybody else does. The key thing about your prompts it needs to be very precise of what you are looking for. So for example, my prompt would be something to this nature. Pretend that you are an SEO expert and you are creating landing pages for your real estate website. I am wanting to make pages for a subdivision named Hidden Hills in Lexington, NC. In this paragraph, I would like to include everything from local amenities to the schools that are in the area to tax rates and what types of homes are for sale in this subdivision. Please do your research before creating this and ask me any questions that you might need before actually submitting your response. I would like this to be anywhere between 500 to 1,000 words with the keywords of blank, whatever you are looking for as a whole. So after it submits the response, I'll take that response and I'll read over it. Why do I read over it? Well, one is most of these AIs do not understand discrimination and the fresh corn laws, everything else. Why is that important? Because a lot of times they're going to tell you how great a school district is because they're trying to sell and trying to help you out. They don't know that it's an illegal situation that they just put you in. So if you're just copy and pasting it and putting it on every single content page that you're creating, there's a good chance that you are breaking the law. So I'm looking at all those. I'm going to copy and paste it in there, and then I've got the structure laid out. Now make sure that people can actually search for your homes in that area, whether you've got a search bar in there or you're actually inputting that in, and then they're able to actually click, go through and see the homes that are for sale in that neighborhood. And that's the way that I've created all these pages. And you might wonder, how many pages have you actually created? Well, I've got two different websites. One of them is our Real Geeks account. It has about 12,000, a little bit over pages like this. And then my regular website of mantlerealty.com has probably about another 5 to 6, and I'm still building those out as we speak right now. If you got any questions or want a more in-depth explanation of what I'm doing here of building out hyper-local content pages, feel free to reach out to me. I'll be glad to answer them. Thanks.